fairly sure I'd got the first goal of the league. The game before that, so I was pretty happy, relieved to get that. And then going into the Celtic game, we were all confident we'd come off 2 wins against Aberdeen. Every striker will tell you, once you get that first goal of the league campaign, the rest just come. It's a weird thing, I don't know, it's just how I've always been. Definitely it was a frustrating period because normally that's what I'm good at and that's my strength of football, is in that area scoring goals. So
normally you need all the luck in the world, you need your keeper making 20 saves and you need to take your 1 or 2 chances, whereas this was strange. This was a pretty even game. Very, very rarely do you go to Parkhead and that's the case. I suppose it was a bit strange that Celtic were sort of doubting themselves. We definitely felt that we could get at them.
I thought we actually played really well. I thought we went toe to toe with them. We were all full of belief that we were going to do well and get a result there, and we tried really hard.
I think it hurts more because it's going Rose Ed, I think, the shot. It's not as if Cookies had to make a save to stop it going in, or anything. Just stay calm really. Quite happy with how we started. Hadn't gave Celtic in, not until then really, and when these things happen in football.
I mean, it's just really unlucky. I mean, it is unfortunate, but you just put it behind you. We couldn't really do anything else for what we were doing to defend that, and it was just one of those ones where they got lucky, we got unlucky.
Him and JT make the chance sort of out of nothing. You don't really see it coming, so that's a right big boost for everyone as well. It's not as if it was a 4th chance and he's finally took one. He's pretty lethal, and that makes a big difference for us.
I put my head there because if I do get caught, then it will be a penalty for us as well if I miss the ball. So I mean, you have to do it, it's part of the game, so I will always do it. It's a chance to score a goal, so yeah. I mean, if I take a penalty here at Fir Park or if I take a penalty there, it's the exact same. It's just me versus the keeper, so yeah, and I pick my spot, put it there, hope it goes in, so yeah. So I make my mind up before, I walk up to the spot, in my head I've already got that I'm putting it there, get up, hit it as hard as I can in that spot, and if the keeper goes the right way, hopefully it's got enough pace to get past him, which it has that game definitely.
Celtic just went sort of gung-ho, didn't they? They went like, we've got nothing, we've just got to go for the jugular, and then sadly we give them a sort of crowd boost because the crowd were on them, so then you feel that you're fighting against that 60-odd thousand trying to urge it in, and but I felt for the most part, even aside from the mistake, I think we made good decisions to go long at times and stuff.
I watched Wardy play that pass in that game 6-7 times and we've gotten out. Just how we play, it's how Gaffer wants us to play, it's how we want to play. So it's not frustrating at all. I mean, obviously it hurts when we get scored against regardless of how the ball goes into the back of the net, but mistakes like that are going to happen. So it's not the end of the world. It's just how we react to it.
I think I'll obviously be upset about it because he's so good on the ball, but the manager he's quite clear as well that if you feel as if the right decisions to go long and miss it out, then do it. So I think he knows that it's so quick, but he just knows that maybe in hindsight he'd have just kicked it long, or because it is a hard pass he tries to do. So I think he knows that. I wouldn't, but again, we all do it, and it will continue to be mistakes. I watched Martinez do it the other night for Villa. So it's just one of those things that it's hard to show a fan that it makes such a difference, but I think the game's a perfect example of showing how it can make such a difference, that we can take the ball off Celtic for periods of time and it dilutes their pressure on you. I was talking about this recently. I feel the exact same before games and stuff than I ever have. I don't think it ever changes it. If I'm playing you at anything, that competitive streak comes in and it really does hurt. So we end up a bit disorganised from it. I think it's a set piece, I'm not really sure. So we're not in our sort of proper shape, and it's maybe a thing a few times now that we've had to work on, that until it's properly cleared, you're covering that position.
I mean, Cal said it before, I think me and him are really close, so it's like a weird one, you know. It's like most people that are in your position, you have like this sort of competition, but we both wish nothing for the best for each other. It's it's a weird one. We're quite close off the pitch as well. So for him to get his first start, especially after, you know, coming in and then having that unfortunate injury, you know, I wouldn't wish it on anyone. Cal and I are really similar, so it's like almost like a like for like. So we can keep the same sort of intensity when one comes off and the other one comes on. So
I've watched Falkirk quite a lot. Obviously my brother's there in the coaching, and I know how good they can be and how threatening they can be. So, and it was just completing us for most of the half dominant. Just maybe that killer instinct to get the 2 or 3 up, and that would give us that sort of comfort. I'm lucky obviously with the decision, and it's just an earlier goal and we've got all the momentum, isn't it? I don't get why you would intervene and chop that. I don't really get it, but I'm sure you've seen many a time I'm not the calmest with things like that. Sometimes I think it's important like to say, as we're probably going to their winning goal, where I need to go straight away and say, look, I'm getting pulled, look at that, to try and help them, because I know they'll be looking at 3 or 4 different things, but falls in deaf ears sometimes. Well, I think even Falkirk were happy to go in just 1-0 down, so if they go in even, they get even more of a boost. I still think we should manage the game better second half. I felt as if we gave them an impotence on the ball by giving it away so sloppy.
I think it was JT that had a shot and it quickly came, like just hit me off the keeper, and couldn't really do anything about that. Whereas if it's half a metre, we win. We get up 2-1, it's probably a different game, but that's just football. I guess it just, sometimes it's your day, sometimes it's not.
I think everyone watches it and it's not just one hand I'm getting pulled with, he's got his 2 hands pulling me the whole time, so I can't go and meet the ball, I can't go and head it, I can't get any distance on it, so it falls. Don't get me wrong, there's other things we should do better.
It wasn't a great feeling. It was kind of flashbacks to the Dundee game away where we started really bright. It's not a good feeling at all, especially when you've dominated so much and you don't put away chances or create as many chances as you should. So yeah, we weren't happy, that's for sure.
Well, the manager had just said that the 3 of us playing at such a high level, it was hard to keep either of us or any of us out of the team for any specific. So he's like just challenged us to keep the levels high, and that way they can use us all in the 3 games in a week. That's football nowadays. You see it all over. You see it in England. You try and pick your fantasy team, and you can't do it because they're rotating all the time. But
as a group, we just said that we're going to put Falkirk behind us and look at this game with full confidence. Probably shouldn't have conceded that goal with all the domination that we had, and again, it was probably just lack of cutting edge in the final third and creating chances, because we got in good areas.
Lopeless, who gets his header down, Ibrahim side strikes, it's blocked, and then shoots for a handball.
What I didn't know was, like, I didn't know if it was like a shoulder or whatever, but it's funny when you watch it back, the boy knows straight away, doesn't he? He's like, guilty as sin, he's like, oh, what have I done there?
Oh, nothing, he was just asking me if I was going to put it the same way that I put the last one, and I told him yes, and he laughed about it, but no, I know him, I played with him for a year in Greece, and we get along really well, so I guess that kind of played a bit of a extra mind game as well, because I've taken a lot of penalties against him in training. But yeah, I mean, like I said before, it's me versus the keeper. If I hit it hard enough in my spot, it's going to go in 9 times out of 10. I did think it was offside, because obviously Eli was in acres of space, and you know, you never know with VAR these days, and so I made the run anyway, put it into an empty net. Obviously there's a bit of a lengthy wait, so I'm thinking, oh, we're in for a chance here, you know, similar to the Hearts one.
No, just with the length of time they took, I thought this has got a right chance. Initially I thought it must be offside, and then when they were taking that time, you know, it's close.
But we watch it afterwards and we're not convinced that it was actually offside.
O'Donnell hands it back off to Lucas Fadinger. He delivers into the box looking for Callum Hendry, who's off the bar, just heads in! A bit of a delayed celebration there, but just there to nod into an empty net. A bit of a strange one there.
I almost think, I don't know, I'm telling him after that, I was like, going to start just celebrating. I don't know if that like impacts the thought, because we've obviously not got what they've got in England, where they can show you the proper route, so they need to predict when the ball's kicked and then draw a line and stuff. So I'd say, like, with human error, just start celebrating and help with it.
Yeah, no, we jumped up and were celebrating, and then we're looking over and he's not really celebrating, and we're thinking why. We go back, look on the iPads and see that he's possibly offside, and we're like, okay.
He wasn't really saying much, it was just more on his body language. I was thinking, he must be offside here.
Last chance for Motherwell. Slattery now, a bit of space ahead of him. Driving forward, looks to find Just alive. Just now through on goal, strikes into the back of the net! Motherwell won't be denied this one! Late drama here.
The winner, I'm asking, are you definitely onside here? Because I think by that point he was just fed up, wasn't he? But yeah, listen, to go again and finally get it was massive for us.
Definitely, it was massive for everyone. That was on the pitch and in the stands that day. I mean, we'd been knocking on the door that whole game, and to finally get the winner, and it was a great finish as well, great ball from Slats. So it was massive.
It was just so big because even if the performance and levels have been good, then you're on a run with not winning, and these things, as I said, momentum can make a big difference in football, and just the outlook on everything looked a lot brighter.
Yes! Get in there! Get in!
I'm literally a pen merchant.
Bro, this official is so crazy!
Honestly, there was so little talk of Hampden until after that game, which is a great sign as well. Everyone knew how tight the league is, how important it is to churn out these wins, and especially at home after the Falkirk one to get a good result for the fans was pretty important. I think when we were on it, especially early on, that can have an effect on it, and even if you've worked on that, you can naturally go, oh, we need to sit a bit deeper, and so that might not have been our strategy. It's just we've imposed ourselves on them, which is good as well.
I feel like most first halves we've been pretty dominant and we've done really well. So we were surprised that they weren't going man for man, because I feel like a couple teams had started to do that to us. We were surprised that they were going to sit off us a lot. We were fortunate enough that Manny came on and put in an unbelievable ball to JT, and JT slots it away. So
Manny's so powerful when he gets going. Maybe that freshness helped him when he was able to lift his head, pick out, and JT's so sharp in the box, and it's actually a great finish. We were maybe lucky with the one that hit the post, and that's what you need. I still thought we had the better chances in that second half.
I came on and weren't chasing anything, we were just defending a lead, so it was just about closing the centre, don't let them play easy, trying to force them to go long. That was a message for me, hold this lead, and if we can go and nab another one, which we did.
Yeah, that's a relief. It's like you got that comfort finally. I was expecting another 7 or 8 minutes. Balls coming in from everywhere, so that's a relief, and that took the sting right out of them.
Once the ball left his foot, I kind of knew that it was going in. It was sweetly struck, and we practiced that a lot in training, kind of those shots from sixes, stepping up and getting that space, and us as strikers laying it off to them. So yeah, no, it was definitely a massive relief for sure.
I would say underperformed based on where we could have been, which is obviously better. I'd say it's probably different from last year, where we were so good at grinding out results, having not played particularly well. So what one I'd rather have, I'm not sure. It's a great sign that we think we've left so many points on the table, and hopefully going forward we don't do that.
We definitely could be sitting with a lot more points than what we have, and I think we've been playing really well, and I think it's starting to click now for sure. For me, all the opportunities that I get, I'm going to try and put them in the back of the net, however it happens, and I definitely am playing, I feel like, with a lot more freedom, and still I think we need to sharpen up a bit in the final third in terms of delivery and finding right places, and once that's well and truly underway, I think we can definitely make a run for top 6 for sure.
Oh, he's going to pass it again? Shut up, mate. Just pass it back to the goalie.